This is the day after I just came back from Oregon, and I'm back in New York doing some oil pulling here. I feel like I have to do a morning routine, not just for the joy of doing the morning routine like when I was in Oregon, but because it's really hard to get out of bed, and I feel like we all need something we feel like we've accomplished in the day. The rain of the day is really matching my mood because I'm not in a good one, but it's still kind of pretty. A lot of stuff has come up for me, and now when I come back to New York, I don't feel guilty. I just feel kind of sad. I have a hard time doing things because I have so much criticism, especially around my childhood home. As much as it might upset certain people in my family to hear me talking about my father, I hear my father all the damn time in my head. And I'm starting to realize this, that I run from any possible trace of impending rejection, which leaves me not making things, not doing things. That's partly because I already have enough rejection in my head. I have this inner critic that is just the words of my father coming out. I put myself down, I'm indecisive, I get triggered very quickly by people's comments because it's already there, you know? It has something to do with every choice and everything I do in my life. It's affected in some way by the learned helplessness and the learned self-hatred that I have. So I've been trying to relax and meditate, doing yoga, trying to sleep well, trying to eat well, and trying to do free writing because I don't even know what I feel on this topic. It's becoming noticeable to me that I'm now hearing the statements that I say to myself, and instead of just immediately believing it, I am starting to question where it's coming from instead of just falling into that fight or flight response and running from anything that I actually really want to do in my life. Discussing what is going on with me is part of what I want to do in my life. I want to discuss these things. I've been trying to do writing, like lyrical writing or just my thoughts. Sometimes I tried to make songs, just make a little backbeat and then use this app to kind of just free sing instead of free writing. And no matter which way it comes out, whether it's lyrics that I'm writing, lyrics that I'm saying, words that I'm writing, free writing that I'm doing, it's all on the same topic. I just can't help but be focused so much right now on hearing my father's voice in my head. And I feel kind of guilty, but I also don't want to hide what I'm actually thinking just for the sake of my siblings feeling like, how could you say that? You know what I mean? Because I have to live my own life. But it was the anniversary of my father's death, August 1st, and I loved my father. That's what's so hurtful about having the trauma from the people that are looking after you, you know? I didn't even pay attention. It was the anniversary of his death, and of course my siblings and my mother and everybody in the family is probably upset by it, but I couldn't even think about it because I'm starting to feel like I'm working through anger about it. It's almost like I'm angry at him and I don't want to think in the ways I have the past few years. Just thinking, oh, it's so sad that Dad's gone. In fact, I'm thinking I need the time away from him because I need to work through this shit. And I'm angry. I want to get through this. I want to forgive him, but I'm just angry because there's so much fear in me about everything and everything I want to do. You can't do that. You can't do this. What's wrong with you? Why do you think you can, this is the stuff that was most likely given to him. And it gets passed down from generation to generation. And that's why I'm trying to look at it more lovingly. But I also need to acknowledge that I have feelings and I have to get these thoughts and these words out of my head